everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today's video, I'll be showing you how to get villages with custom trades, which you can use for a variety of things, and we'll be doing this using mcstacker, a command generator that really does help when generating entities or custom items. I use it in my custom item series, which you can see linked in the playlist above. But I don't think I have much to say here, so let's head over to the mcstacker website to get started, which is mcstacker.net. Okay, here at mcstacker.net, we're going to click /summon to generate a summon command, and then for the entity, we're going to summon a villager. Because I'm going to be using the command block to summon this, I'm going to set it so that it summons one block above the current location, or you could just put in coordinates or leave it blank or whatever. But here is all the fields that you can use to generate it. You can add passengers, you can set a fancy custom name, you can set a bunch of these fields. Tags, I'm gonna tag mine test villager just for when I would use /kill or something, so I don't have to kill all villagers. You can set like the loot table. One thing I do want to mention is that even if the villager has no AI, which essentially if I go into the game and summon on a lay or something, it makes it so that the mob doesn't do anything, it just sits there, which is useful. I'm gonna give my villager no AI, so he doesn't move around. Then you can give them like armor and stuff. You can set the HP. You can set the inventory items. A villager's inventory it's only used in game for picking up bread so that they can feed. Here's the main area we're looking at. Here from profession to untradeable is the trading area. So, except for gossips and memories here. Gossips and memories, not sure entirely what gossips is. If you're ever unsure of something using mcstacker, you can just click this question mark and it'll give you a pop-up. Okay, so it must be how villagers detect if like a player punches another villager. Memories sets like their home and like the village meeting place, which in a usual village would be a bell. But untradeable makes it so that you can't trade with a villager. Any custom or default game trade will be disabled. But trades here is the main field that we want to look at. So so we can click this plus button to add a trade. We can add as many as we want. We can click this X to delete the trade, and we can use these arrows to change the order of trades. Okay, so now here's the demo trade that I'll be using. Now there's a few fields here. There's rewards XP, which sets whether it gives the player XP. Summon XP orbs. You can set this to true to false, or yes or no, or set it to no. Max uses. This is how many times the trade can be used before it has to restock. By default it'll be a random number. So if you're trying to create like a merchant in a map or something, you want to set the max usage to as high as it can go, which if we click this question mark is this large number. So I can just paste that in. So now the trade will essentially never have to restock. Uses is how many times the trade has already been used. So for instance, if this was like 12 and this was 11, you could only use it once. But I'm just gonna ignore that. XP is how much XP it gives the villager towards leveling up. Because if I like summon a villager here, he can level up. So like if I trade, you can see he gets his bar increases, that's his XP. And then once he gets max, he levels up from a fletcher to an apprentice. We can set this to 0 if we don't want a villager to level up. Price multiplier is how much the price is made more expensive. Special price is a discount to it, to the item. Demand is the cost item based on demand. Okay, don't know what exactly that does. And then here are the 3 main fields: buy B, and sell. So buy, this is the item that the villager will take from the player trading with it. So in the normal game it would be emeralds or some block. So if we click this, we have every single block in the game, and this filter box is like a search. So I'll search for or trade, let's say, some snow for some arrows. Yeah, sure. So just the item snow. And then here you can set MBT data. So the item being traded will have to match the NBT data. So if you have like a custom currency for it, you can set the MBT for the items in that custom currency. Just gonna ignore the MBT here for now. Sell is the item that the villager is giving to the player. So I said I wanted an arrow before, and then like before we can modify NBT. I'm gonna make it give us 7 arrows named a very subscribe, and then we can make it look fancy here. And I think that's it for the MBT fields. So we have set a core trade here. This is the second item that the villager wants to buy, because like a librarian, to get an enchanted book, they want emeralds, yes, but they also want a normal book. So the normal book would be by B, or say some dark oak wood. I actually want a plank. So now for a snow and a dark oak plank, we get 7 arrows. I'm just gonna summon this villager in as an example. Don't think that'll work. So let's grab a command block with a button so we can summon it. Okay, here we have a villager, but you can see for snow and some dark oak planks, I get 7 arrows called subscribe. So I'll grab some snow and dark oak planks, click that, and that worked. Cool. But there's still some more customization that we can do with these villages here. XP here pre-denotes how much, or presets how much XP they have. You can just ignore those for now. Last restock was the time that they last restocked. I'm gonna ignore both of these fields. Willing is about breeding. Then we have level, type, and profession. Level is age the villager's at. So, like, a normal villager in the game can level up to apprentice using XP. We can preset this using the level field. You don't want the villager to have a level. You can see here, my villager has no level and no XP. Type is like what biome it's from, so here we have all the ones in Minecraft. Then profession here is the profession of the villager. If you do unset and none, they won't have a job. Here you can select from all of the jobs available in the game and nitwit. You do not need to have a block nearby. So I gave it. So this villager here is a mason villager. Also, something I didn't mention is that if they don't have a profession, they don't have the level badge that professioned villagers have. You can see this guy has a badge, but these guys don't. Midwits, unlike in the base game here, can have trades, which can't happen in naturally generated villages. But that's about everything you need to know. One thing I will note that you might have already known is that if villagers have a custom name like Villager the Great or something, summon it, and it will appear at the top of the inventory there, instead of their profession. That is it for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you in the next video if you should sit in. Goodbye!